Welcome to the Leopard tutorial. We are going to apply Wicked Stick It to a highball tumbler and a 30-ounce tapered tumbler. In this video, you will see me go back and forth between the two sizes. Once your Wicked Stick It is dry, start applying your foil strips or one full sheet of foil. I use strips on the 14-ounce highball tumbler and a sheet of foil on the 30-ounce tumbler. Just randomly lay the strips and remove them slowly, careful to not pull up your paint. Here I use a whole sheet of foil. I wrapped it around the tumbler and I slowly lifted the clear portion. If your foil doesn't stick, carefully apply pressure and try again. If you have empty spaces where your foil didn't stick, don't panic. We're going to cover those up. Next, find pigments, micas, or chameleons. I use Leo from our Zodiac series. Apply this all over the tumbler into the empty spots. I added a little bit of angel dust and applied it over the Leo to give it a holographic tone. Both of those can be located on our website. I went in with a thin coat of epoxy, and then I took Sherwood Forest glitter. I applied it in a spiral direction. I then went over that with some cinnamon toast glitter located on our website. I applied a thick coat to ensure that I had the desired look I wanted and to make sure that it was filled in with all the little nooks and crannies in that spiral. Then I went in with Sangria Color Shift glitter, randomly added to a couple spots. I used Sangria on both tumblers to give the color shift effect. At this point, you're going to want to let your epoxy completely dry. Don't add another layer of epoxy to this effect. Next, you're going to want to choose a color for your leopard spots. I chose pink for one tumbler and purple for the other. Add your leopard spots any design that you want. I then chose Sangria Fine, the color shift to match the chunky I already used on the tumbler. I'm going to apply that to all of the pink spots. Make sure you glitter all the spots and tap it off. Next, you're going to go in with your black outline. I used black paint and I followed the pink pattern. Instead of a holographic glitter, I used Asphalt located on our website to cover the black. This way it was more of a metallic look. Then it's time for a coat of epoxy. After the epoxy dries 100%, move on to your next step. Once the epoxy dries, add a thin layer for your next step. Here we're going to choose either inks, pigments, micas, or all of the above. These colors need to match your already marked leopard print. I went in with some Purple Haze and Gold Rush, both mica powders. I used my finger and applied the Purple Haze first, blotching them down. Followed by a little bit of Gold Rush. I continued till I had a spiral that I liked. I then used full Moontini mica powder for the black outline. I followed the Purple Haze with the broken black line. Then I went in and I blotched it to mix in with a little bit of the Gold Rush and the Purple Haze so that it wasn't an even black line. For the pink tumbler, I used Bama Breeze and Ursa Glow with Gold Rush. This one will definitely glow. I used my finger instead of swirling or dropping the mica powders. This way I had control over the micas without using a torch or a heat gun. This prevents drastic movement into your leopard spots. These are products I used. The list will be located below. This was the final outcome of the pink tumbler, 30-ounce tapered. And then we have the final outcome of the purple tumbler, a 14-ounce highball, both two different sizes, same technique. You can see the swirl perfect right here. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy.